learning about this cell formatting and data formatting, let's come to shapes and images now. So we can insert and format shapes and images as well in Microsoft Excel. It's not that we have formulas and we are working with the data, we cannot have a good images in the Excel. We can have it. How we can have it? We can go with the tab insert and illustrations, and then we can click on pictures, include stock images powered by Bing. We can have the shapes, we can have the icons, we can have the 3D models, smart art, screenshots. In fact, you can click on image shape to see all the formatting options that is available. So how you can do that? Go to this insert. In that illustrations, you can choose what you want to have in that your workbook. And you can actually have the look like shape format, shape how you can have. In that shape, if you're choosing that particular shape, you can choose the shape fill, shape outline, shape effects. So let's try that shape format and insert the picture. Then we will understand more about this. So let me have a new sheet now so that we can see the pictures here. So click on insert. In that insert, we have pictures. In that pictures, what we can choose, we can have the shapes, we can have the icons, we can have the 3D models, we can have the smart art, we can have the screenshot. Now let's click on the shapes. In the shapes, what we can have so many things. Let's try with the shapes first. I'll click on that shape. So whatever shape you want to have, now we have some different categories. Recently used lines, rectangles, basic shapes, block arrows, equation shapes, flow chart, stars and banners and callouts. Let me have something, the smiley. I'll click on that. So this smiley I can have in my Excel workbook. So once I have that shape format is visible now. So you can change the format of this shape. Like I can shape have a different fill now. Let's have a red color for this. Outline I can make it more weighted now with 4.2. Shape effects I can give it some reflection like thing. Let's give it glow. Okay. Or you can have a different format here. So something like this. I can have like this. So some predefined designs are there. So you can choose the theme styles, you can have the presets there, other theme files you can have, you can edit the shape as well, change the shape. Let me change this to heart shape. Let me change the edit points also, so I can make it a bad heart as well because I'm choosing wrong points. So this is something like this. You can have the other shapes as well. So what you can do in the shape option, you have different shapes there. You can choose line, you can choose rectangle, you can choose basic shape, block arrows, equation shape, flow chart, stars and banners, and the callouts. Once you're choosing this, and after that you can choose the format for that particular shape, as in you can go with the shape format, you can have a shape fill, a different color. In fact, you can pick the picture with this also, gradient fill also. Let me make it a gradient fill. I can have a texture as well. Let me have a heart like a wood heart. So this is I can do with this shape format. Weight you can have a weighted background, shape outline, sketched outline, something like this. This is the outline for the shape. I can have it in the dashed value also. Shape effects I can choose a particular shadow, reflection, glow, soft edges, 3D rotation. I can make it a rotated one, oblique also. So this is all the shape format. In that shape format, I can choose this text fill also, text outline, text effects. So some output like this, if I'm writing something there, so that changes I can make it. So right now I don't have any text, so that is why these all options are useless to me. So right now we have on the shape for the shape we have predefined styles that we can use here. We can change the shape, we can change the text box, and we can write on this shape by using text box. So I'll put a text box here. Now if I'm writing something, data analysis and maybe pre-processing, So this is the text box onto the image. Now if I want to make any changes, I'll go back to shape format. Now I can use this text fill. Text fill thing. So let me select all and let me make the outline as red. Text fill with the this different color. Text effects as in the reflection. I can increase the size as well. Let me go back and increase the size. I'll increase it to maybe 28. And the text box, I can set it like that. So this is the output of that text processing, data analysis and pre-processing. Shape format. So we understood about how we can insert the shape, how we can change the color and the theme for that shape, how we can add the text boxes on that particular shape, and then we can have the text fill, text outline, text effects over there. Go back to the insert. Once you're done with the shapes, now try this icons as well. So insert an icon to visually communicate using symbols. So icons, what we have, please wait while we load icons. So this is internet oriented. So it's already there in your system, some of that. In fact, you can have it from the system as well. Now you just see, you can choose multiple options from these icons. It's loading more and you have so many symbols over there. So let me have, maybe I'm having a hospitality data with me. So when I'm making that sheet, I'll put something like, I just gone through some hospitality team. Maybe this dining one. I'll click it and that I'll make it check and insert. So once insertion is done, see this icon is there. So you can resize it according to your choice. So in this way, you can work with the icons in Microsoft Excel. We have some different categories as well. People, body parts, weather, tools and building, music, security, arts, animals, and some other categories as well. So you can choose from those categories and you can choose the icons from there. So for example, I have the faces here. So let me choose this devil one. I'll click on that. So this time I'm having this kind of output here. So you can use the symbols and icons there. I'm deleting this one also for now so that you can see it. See, if this is already there, you can write your data as well. This is not like that you can't enter your data, but you can see the boundaries of these cells. Now these cells are locked. You can't have data here. But otherwise for other sheets, you can have the data. Inserting icons, then let's try the 3D models. So inserting 3D models is, insert a 3D model so you can rotate it and see it in all angles. Stock 3D models. This is online 3D models. So I'll go with the model for, I can have it from my system as well, but I don't have any file, so I'm not going with that. Let me go with the treasure hunts. So this is, now you just see the pictures. This is 3D data, 3D images. So I'll go with the book. So now that is inserting a 3D model. So it is taking time. Like when we were inserting this image or this shape, it was not taking time. Now it is taking time because 3D model is of a much higher size and it is having a good preview as well. Now, in fact, you can make it enlarge as well. So this is, see, now you can actually twist it. Let me rotate this like this. So you just see how we are working with the 3D models. You can actually rotate it. If you're having any file, you can use that. But right now I'm not having any file. That is why I'm using system file. In fact, in the 3D model also, you just see how many options are available with you. You can reset it to any other model also. You can set the height and width also. Let me try any other 3D model. This time, let's go with the avatar. I'll go with this buddy. Again, it will take time for the insertion, as we talked about, high resolution taking much higher time. We have that men with us, that avatar with us. So it is your requirement whether you need that or not. It's not that you can't make your sheets interactive or user friendly. See, you can rotate that 3D model in a very good way. So when we are working with some automobile interest, in that case, we can actually insert the pictures for that motors or something, that engines over in that Excel sheet only when we are talking about the horsepower and the capacity of that engine. In fact, for other teams also, like I am working with the e-commerce, so the model for that website you can put it here. So this will make your sheet more interactive when you're creating dashboards for the users and everything. Let's come back to the insert again. So we covered shapes, we covered icons, we covered 3D models. We'll cover now the smart art. Before that, come to the picture. So you can choose any picture also. If I have any picture in my system, in that system, I can insert that image here. Stock images. If I click on that, this is already saved some files. So some images are given here. So I can choose from that image as well if it is required. So let me choose. And in the newer version, you will get more options. Like this COVID picture is already available in that data. Now it is downloading that picture. Again, it is from the internet. See, now you have that image with you. So you can use the stock images as well. If you don't have the file in your system, you can go with the stock files as well. Insert picture and some online pictures I'll click. Let's see. By default, it is going through Bing. In that Bing, let me look for a bird. I can choose a bird. Let me choose. Do I have anything like this? Let me choose this picture. Again, downloading, and I got the pictures with me. So this photo is unknown author by license. Some license are shown here as we downloaded from the internet. So you can resize it. What picture format is now enabled? So you can have a different format for that picture. This look you want to have, you want to have it in a rounded, you can do it. Picture borders you can give. You can use some effects also, some reflection, alternative text you can use. You can change the picture, reset the picture, compress the picture, some artistic effects you can apply. These all are the picture format options. Color you can set, corrections you can do. So this is with the picture formatting. So in the insert, we have picture option. We can select the picture from the device itself. We can have some stock images. We can have the online pictures, and by default, the pictures are downloaded from the Bing. Once you're done with the pictures, you can have the screenshots as well. Like in my system, I have one screenshot available on the Windows. So I'll come with that. So see, this screenshot is coming here. So what I have in the screenshot file, that image is displayed here in the screenshot one. So you can put your screenshot also. After screenshot, the important thing is doing smart art. So what we have in the smart art, let's click on the smart art. We have different categories for the smart art, or list, processes, cycle, hierarchy, relations, matrix, pyramid, picture, or something from the office. So let me choose hierarchy here so that I'll understand. You people will better understand what I want to explain it here. Let me choose from that hierarchy a particular hierarchy. Let me choose this. Now something is written here, how you want to make the changes here. What you can do, let me write computer science here. See, I'm writing here, type your text here. Here I am putting a language, maybe programming language, and then here I am writing C, C++, and then Python. I'll click outside of that box. Now you just see the output for that. So you have actually prepared a hierarchy, and that hierarchy you don't need to create these boxes or something. You just have selected that particular style, that smart art design, and there you provided the text, and then you have the hierarchy like structure. Now what you can do, you can change the colors as well. I can have a different color here. I can have something colorful. Yes, it is written given here. I can change it to right to left. I can change it to this place also, right to left again. So this is the way. Add shape, I can add any particular shape as well on that. So once the shape is added, so I have changed the hierarchy again, I can delete it. So if I want to add something here, I'll click on this particular node and I'll click on text pane. I'll click on add shape. So this shape is given here. So I can have another text pane again as, and I can write it here, maybe advanced C++. So this is the hierarchical based smart art structure. So you can choose it, how you can work it on that. First you can go to insert, click on the smart art. From that smart art, you need to pick your category. How you want to have a list like structure. You can choose it from there. You can have a process like structure. You can choose it from here. Cycle, you can choose it. Hierarchy, you can choose it. Relations, you can choose it. Matrix, pyramid, picture, office.com, you can choose something from there. Maybe I'm having something like this. Now I am having output on this manner. So I can add it whatever you want to write it here. So for example, here what I want to write, let me make it changes here. So what I want to write, maybe we can write some name of the cities. I'll write Chandigarh. Then I'm writing Delhi. I'm writing Chennai. Then I'm writing maybe any other city, Hyderabad. And then I'm providing text like, here we have Chandigarh is famous for hospitality. Delhi is famous for industry. Chennai is famous for manpower. Hyderabad is famous for IT. So this is all just example. It may or may not be true. Don't judge me here. And then after doing this, I can have different output there. I can change the colors. I can choose the style as well. I can convert it to particular shape, move up, move down, demote, right to left, add bullets I can do. I can have the text pen again and not again. So all the formatting you can do it by the smart art. So this depends on your application, how actually you want to have that display, how you want to see your output here. Smart art. So we have cycles also, like in the cycle you can show this kind of cycle. You just see this output. Let me delete this. Let's not make it more confusing. I am deleting the complete entire shape so that we can work on the new shape as well. So this is the shape here. Now see, this shape you can individually also edit, or what you can do, you can have it again. We are choosing that cycle one again. I'll go insert smart art and go to cycle. This is the output. In fact, you can read it from the description as well, used to show interlocking ideas. Each of the first three lines of the level 1 text corresponds to a gear shape, and their corresponding level 2 text appears in a rectangle next to the gear shape. Unused text does not appear but remains available if you switch the layouts. So this is the output, something like this. Let me write it here. First it was COVID-19. Then it was maybe some Delta version. Then it was Omicron. Omicron. So this was all the versions. So we can enlarge the image. We can have a different output there. You can see some 3D effects also here. That kind of output you can have. You can change the colors. You can recolor pictures in the smart art graphic. And then we have these some different shapes also. We can actually try that also. You can move up and down. So how you are advised to do this? What you can do, you can choose from the description of each available option, and accordingly your data you can choose which smart shape you want. So in the insert, we have covered how we can have images in our Microsoft Excel workbook. We can have it from our device as well. We can have some stock images. We can have some online pictures that is provided from Bing. We can choose the shapes. Shape, we can have it in line, rectangle, basic shapes, block arrows, equation shapes, flow charts, stars and banners, call outs. All this we can perform it here. And then what we can do after choosing or inserting or having a shape, we can change the style of the shape. We can choose a different color for the shape. What we can do, we can also make a changes in the shape by choosing a different border, style, weight, etc. Then we can have the icons. So in the icons, we have already predefined icons like structures in like bullets or numbers, you can say. So you can choose that sticker, that illustration, that cutout of the people for your Excel workbook. And after shapes covering and then icons doing, we can have the 3D models as well. Either we can have that 3D model installed in our system or downloaded in our system, or the other way is like we can have it from the model stock 3D models. So we can download it from there. So whichever you want to use it, and you can actually have the 3D view for each and everything. After this, we covered screenshot as well. If we have some available screenshot, we can do that. We can use the screen clipping as well. We can go back and use the clipped screen here also. And then you can use a smart art. This is the beautiful one. So we have different categories here. We have the category in the smart art: list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relations, matrix, pyramid, picture, and from the office.com. So what we have covered insertion, formatting of the shapes and the images. Pictures include stock images powered by Bing, shapes, icons, 3D model, smart art, screenshot that we all covered here. Smart art was the graphic visualization of the information, predefined visuals, layouts, work across office applications, select the appropriate category as per requirement, such as process, hierarchy, or relationship. Enable formatting options by clicking on Smart Art. So insert illustration and the Smart Art. So you can choose it from there.